Hello everybody, this is Terrence Halls from Hall Paws, coming back at you with another one. But anyways, the reason why I'm doing this today is to let y'all know that, you know what I'm saying, I cut off my story and I was talking about the differences between the two, pit bulls and American Amstaffs. We just gonna go there. We done already talked about the differences between the exotics, the micros, the pockets, and all that great stuff, and how, you know, their life expectancy is not that long, their different health problems that they have, the reason why the American pit bull community is upset about them breeding them into those particular categories and trying to say they pit bulls. And now we're going to talk about standards, and we're going to talk about XLs, and we're going to talk about pit bulls, the very, very, very close similarities between the two. A lot of people get standards and XLs and Amstaff bullies mixed up with pit bulls. To be honest with you, there is no differences between the two. The only difference between the two is their bloodline, their weight, and their drive. Most XLs, standards, classics, Amstaffs, they are bigger than pit bulls. They're more bulky in the front, slimmer in the back. Pit bulls are just naturally slim, more slimmer towards the hind. You know, big blocky heads. You know, they are meant that way to be for speed, you know, power, and attack mobility. You know, that's a part of the reason why you're not supposed to cut off a pit bull's tail, because they use that tail to be able to guide themselves on their balance and to be able to fight with. A lot of y'all didn't know that. You know, the ears, you can cut them off, whatever, you know, whatever your preference is. I don't like cutting the ears off of dogs because they get a lot of ear infections that way. You know, but I understand y'all cut the dog's ears off because y'all are trying to, you know, for that look. Or maybe because y'all even trying to fight your dogs, which is totally unacceptable. You know, I believe that if you have a pit bull, stop trying to fight your dog. Stop teaching your dog how to fight. You're making it look bad for the rest of the breed. Just stop. We understand you got a fire bloodline. We understand you may have Jeep. You understand you may have red blood, or, you know what I'm saying, Old English red, or, you know what I'm saying, Kingfisher, or, you know what I'm saying, those type of bloodlines, you know. So just, we understand those bloodlines are meant to actually fight, you know, and have that game and have that drive. But just cut it out. It's 2022. All that's done and over with. But anyways, back to the subject. Pit bulls and, you know, saying standards and stuff like that, they pretty much, and XLs and Amstaffs, they look the same. You know, you can't really tell the difference between the two. If you was looking at him, you would think that he's a pit bull, but he's actually not. If you was looking at, come here, Prince, him, you would think that he's a pit bull, but he's actually not. You see what I'm saying? If you was to look at her, seeing that she's specifically red-nosed, you know, you most definitely think that she's a pit bull, but she's not. She's a silver fawn, bully, razor's edge, Amstaff. This is their grandmother. If you see him, you would think that he is a pit bull puppy, but he is not. Same thing. If you see this beautiful boy over here, you would think that he's a pit bull, but he is not. Blue boy, come here, boy. Same walk, same build as a pit bull, but he's not. He has a little bit more weight on him than an average pit bull would. His head is shaped a little bit different. You can tell the difference. But if you see these type of dogs, you would think that they are pit bulls, but they are not. I prefer these type of animals. You know, I prefer pit bulls. But unfortunately, people where I'm at are terrified of them, which is sad, because they're actually great dogs. In the state of Oklahoma, if you have a pit bull, you are required to neuter and spade him off top. Neuter and spade laws are ineffective. Every time a pit bull comes across Oklahoma, you neuter and you spade him. Otherwise, you will be fined. You know what I'm saying? And all the above. You have to have insurance on them. You know what I'm saying? All that great nonsense. With the bullies, you don't. That's part of the reason why they're integrating the bullies into the family. Just look at his beautiful walk. Look at that beautiful boy right there. You see him? Nice. Nice American bully. Razor's Edge Amstaff. So, pit bulls, fantastic dogs, man. Really are a fantastic dog. I wish I had a pit bull here to show y'all the difference between the two. But, for those dog breeders that y'all know. But since I don't have any pit bulls here, I'm going to tell y'all a little bit of some more history about the pit bull. This is another major topic that we're going to go ahead and get into really quickly. It's going to be another blog about this. Paper dogs and non-paper dogs. So, papers can be important. It's required their pedigree, their bloodline, and all the above. But just because you got a paper doesn't mean that you're going to have a fire-ass dog. I'm sorry. I done know some paper dogs that are curs. Bullies and pit bulls. But on the other hand, I done know some people who got some fire bloodline without any papers. And they dogs can hit. And they got the most game drive that you believe. Is it fair that you cannot register that dog and be able to sell that type of dog's bloodline for the higher price because you don't have a paper saying that he is legit? Is it fair for somebody to have papers on the dog selling dogs that won't even protect their family? That won't even do anything if anybody breaks in the house? Get away from that fence. But anyways, we get more into that with the papers and non-papers. This is Terrence Hall from Hall Paws. Have a nice day.